Now that we're done with all of our needle punching, what to do with it? Look at all this. Lots of new projects just finished. Let me show you a few of the things that I do with my needle punching finished. One of the first things I do is I'll get me a good steam iron. I will lay it down on top and just press right over it. I do steam the whole entire front. I'll flip it over. Give it a good steam on the back. I did trim all the way around the edge. Some of them I do and some of them I don't. Just depends on what I'm going to use the project for. I'll set that aside. The ones that I trim around the edge, what I do is I just baste. Use a big basting stitch and go around. Just slack a little bit on this one. This one I have completely basted. This will probably go on top of a wood box or possibly a pillow. If I'm going to maybe put it on a box or use it as a pillow, I will baste it down. Just in case it gets washed, I want it to be able to hold the loops in and not fray out on the edges. Grab another one over here. I also cut a piece of wool the size of my piece. Put this one here, and what I do is I just whip stitch it around the edges once it's been basted back. Then after that, I'll come in and I will add a piece of wool around the edge to give it a finished look so you don't see any raw edges of the weaver's cloth. Just like on this one. And sometimes if I'm making a pin, like this little guy will be, I don't baste it back. What I do is I get my Elmer's glue, and I do keep a big jug of it on hand. Pour in a little bit of Elmer's glue, get me a good stencil brush, and then I will rub it in to my work on the back side. My finished piece. Get it in the edges really good and scrub it right down into there. Now I'll let that dry overnight. I'll go all the way around, of course. And then once it's dry, like this piece here, got several of them, I'll take, and after it's dry, I will cut up around the edge, and you'll see a little bit of weaver's cloth showing. When you turn it over, there's very little. Now I will come back and I will add this onto a piece of wool and then put some yarn along the edge and whip stitch that down just to cover that up. And that's basically how I finish a lot of my projects. I'd like to stop and share a few of the ways I do with the rest of you. Thanks for stopping by.